See, you have to take my word for it, I think. It's just not laid in here at all. But I showed you when the boxes were piled up on this couch. I don't think you can tell, but they're not there anymore. Were you able to see that there's a box on the couch, maybe? Page 13. So I just have to take my word for it. Maybe a little bit. Maybe not. Look at that chair, but you can't see very much of anything. Look at it. It's almost 5, but I got everything out of the living room, which will make me very happy. Here's my suitcase. There's 3 boxes. Like the closet in the shower. Find the clothes. Again, just take my word. See? See in the closet boxes? Anyway, I got them all out of the living room. I did. I got my suitcase out of the living room. They're piled out in the closet, some of them. Remember, they're not all going to fit. Ultra short video. I need to go to bed. I at least got my stuff out of the closet. You know what I mean? Out of the living room, so that'll make my mom happy. I stayed up, but that's because I took a shower. And then I created a long video that derived from what I was thinking about while I was in the shower. At least what I was thinking about part of the time I was in the shower. And that's it. Go to bed. I did stuff. Even if it's all piled up in here, which it is, unfortunately, but you know what I mean? It's just to get it out of the living room, just to, for my mom, get it out of the living room. She hasn't asked me to, but it needs to get out of the living room. I'm tired of seeing it in the living room, too. And I have to make room in the laundry room by putting, some of the stuff that's already in that laundry room into my mom's closet, because there's room in her closet, So, but for now, I at least got everything out of the living room. So I can feel good about that, I guess. clear off the bed. I'm just going to consist of probably just pushing everything onto the floor. One of the truth. And I feel good. I accomplished it, you know. The living room's clean again. I got everything out, so. And most of it piled up in my closet. Not everything, but most of it was a bit. But I still have all those boxes over there from when I was searching for that key. Remember when I was searching for the key that I left her? See, everything's piled up on the bed. These boxes over here that were. See, I do have to still have a lot of work to do, a lot of rearranging and whatnot. See, suitcase boxes, clothes piled up over there, boxes in there, journals all piled up there. Actually, I can't tell you how many journals I have. Remember what I told you is so sad, though. You don't realize that when you do it. Remember these old journals, you know? I don't know when I'm writing that I'm not going to be able to read my writing, you know what I mean? I don't know that. I looked and I'm like, I can't even read my own writing. What is the point of even having these journals if you can't read your own writing, Laura? Well, the point was it was very cathartic while I was doing it, you know. That's the point, I suppose. In the end, what's the point to anything, you know? Is what it is. Is what it is, baby. Is what it is. Some guy wrote to me. I have no idea what he's talking about. Some guy wrote to me. You have such gorgeous legs and feet. You can make a decent chunk of change starting a clip site. And then I wrote back, what's a clip site? I don't know what's a clip site. I don't know what a clip site is. And then in parentheses, as you may or may not be aware of, I'm currently in desperate need of money. And then I wrote, by the way, thanks for the compliment. And that's an understatement. I spent a lot of my own money. I cleaned out. I spent all my money and I owe my own money. So I'm basically, right now, destitute. The $953 I'm getting back from that transit company belongs to my mom. Okay? I'm destitute. I literally have no money. But I'm free. I'm completely free of Donald and his mother. I never have to go back to that area. I don't have to pay on the fucking storage unit that's 10 minutes down the road from where they live. You know what I mean? I'm free. So, I'm completely destitute, but I'm free. So, let me ask again, what's a clip site? He says I can make a decent chunk of change starting a clip site. What the fuck is a clip site? Inquiring minds want to know, because this endlessly inquiring mind is completely 100% broke. We're talking no money. We're talking destitute. I mean, I'll get my $1,000 in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? But right now, I'm completely broke. And actually, I have to calculate. I don't even know what I owe my mom. Because I was paying for stuff and whatnot and giving her money from my account. Because it was easier when I had this. So, I mean, I definitely owe her the $1,000 that she gave to me when I called her up and said I had to stay longer and postpone my flight, etc., etc. I might owe her more than that because I had money in my account. I put money in my account. She gave me $1,000. That's a gift. And then I put more money into my account, but she also owed me money. So you know what I mean? I'm destitute. I'm broke. But I'm free. Any of you have dogs, you know it goes with the territory. Because I've been in other houses that had dogs, and you know, you're eating or drinking something and there's a dog hair. It just goes with the territory, you know. Worse things in life than having a dog hair and something you're eating or drinking, you know. Especially with all the unconditional love you get from dogs. Or from your dogs and your pets, whatever. Right? Any of you dog lovers know it's kind of... I mean, it doesn't happen constantly. It's not like every time, you know what I mean? But it does happen from time to time. You have such gorgeous legs and feet. You can make a decent chunk of change starting Eclipse site. What the fuck is Eclipse site? I need to go out on that Odd Jobs Nation. See if anything decent's out there that's not, you know, that's not shady, that's not, you know, completely 100% broke right now. Beyond broke. Time to go to bed. I went to get walking yesterday, but it was pouring out. I walked to the store, and by the time I got grocery store, you know, by the time I got back, walked to the grocery store, returned my movie, I got more food too. Food for me and my mama. No big deal. By the time I got back, it was too late. It was dark out. It was too late to walk over anything. It was actually still raining when I got back. Omar got out of walking in the rain because I had to return a movie. If I had not had to return that movie, Omar would have walked with me, not with my mom, because she would go out in the rain generally. I've gotten her to go with me before in the rain, pretty much by saying, like, Mom, come on, it's just a little rain. But for the most part, she won't. But I will, and Omar has no choice. So Omar got lucky because he hates the rain. He hates walking in the rain. And he didn't have to walk in the rain because I needed to go to return that movie. That's it. That is it. At least tonight I'm going to bed late, but I got stuff done. I got stuff accomplished. Proud to say. It's a slow process, but it's getting there. Why are we even here? Why can't anybody else see what I see? The flare, wherever they're coming from, makes me want to run and 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 run. You may or may not have noticed, depending on how close of a fan you are to whatever, how close. I have taken all those videos off of private. But you've also may have noticed that I laughed when I'm in LA going through hell, and I'm saying I'm documenting everything. I'm giving play-by-play. Oh, Selena's like, I can't wait to see what titles you come up with for your videos. Oh, Selena, I'm horrible at coming up with titles for videos. Anyway, I took them all off of private. They're not titled, okay? I didn't watch them. I watched enough to know, oh, that needs to be age restricted. Oh, I talked about oral sex. Oh, I talked about X, Y, and Z. It needs to be age restricted, okay? That's the extent of me watching them. So I'd know whether or not they needed to be age restricted, and usually they did. So, like I said, my whole video, it's not that my whole video needs to be age restricted a lot of times, just even if I mention something explicit, I have to age restrict the video so I don't get trouble. So now they are all off of private. Even though I haven't watched them and they're not titled. They are all off of private except one. And that one wasn't created in LA. There's also two that I didn't take off of private because they're ones that I recorded while I was talking to Selena, and I don't think she's going to want me to release them if you can hear her voice on the phone. Even if it's not saying anything personal, I'd have to watch the whole thing and make sure it doesn't say anything personal, that you really can't hear it, even if I turn my computer volume way up. So probably she won't want me to release those two. That's alright, no biggie. Those two are on private indefinitely. And then my last minute scurrying around before my upcoming trip to LA to close my storage unit closure is still on private because I don't think that's going to need an age restriction, but I was watching it for a while and didn't feel like watching it, you know what I mean? That's why it's still in private. I simply didn't feel like continuing watching it at the time. I had stuff to do. Looks like I took them all off private. I haven't watched them, but I know the gist of them. I know I did Donald's chronology tape. I know there's one where I got really, really sexually explicit. Talking about an awesome book called Secrets About Men Every Woman Should Know that I read by D'Angelo. I think I read that years ago. Really good book. That's why it's titled Secrets About Men Every Woman Should Know. And one of those secrets, surprise, surprise, is how they completely identify with, and we're not like that as women, with their private parts, and it's like a miniature version of them, these men. I don't think this has to be age restricted because I said that. I didn't even use the words. I'm not going to age restrict this one. I feel like it. Doesn't have to be age restricted. I didn't get explicit. I didn't say anything. No? Men identify with their, they think of it as a miniature version of them. I read that in Secrets About Men Every Woman Should Know. Written by, I think his last name's D'Angelo. Good book. Really good book. that's not what I talked about from that book. I don't remember all of the book. I just know it was good, and I read it